Hey everybody, after back-to-back extra inning games, let's hope we can get this one done before extra innings. Because man, those games are tiring. But let's get into it. We're gonna have to get used to playing postseason baseball sooner rather than later. So close games are what this stuff is all about. Max Kepler is going to play right field today, and we're going to give Nick Castellanos the day off. As we'll put Evan Carter in another game. And let's flip them around. And let's give Real Mutu the day off. And we're going to give Bryson Stott also the day off. Just need to give some people days off because they need it. Yeah, let's go.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. This show brings you the game of the week. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next.
Very happy to get Nola going today, by the way, because he only pitched 3 innings the other day.
Sean Manaea. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That one hit to right. Taylor ranging after it. He's got it. And there's one down.
Outstanding catch right there. And I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch. And a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Bryce Harper now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
They have Soto sitting again? Or is he DHing?
In the air, right field.
I don't know.
Taylor makes the grab, out number 2. And time now for the Phillies lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Next offering is fouled back. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Queens. And on the hill today, Aaron Nola. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Nola fires. Out to short. Turner tosses to first. Lindor retire. Here's a Mets lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that
Okay, at least they have Soto playing DH. I feel a lot better.
Else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Luis Angel Acuna stands in now and watches strike one. Ground ball left side. Boom. Throws on to first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Batting third.
Here's Juan Soto.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Smoked on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly, scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go, and now the DH, Nolan Arenado. Minaya back to work. Hard hit left side. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. Max Kepler at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That's a ball. Kepler measures 6 feet 4 inches, 225 pounds, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field and misses inside.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Draws the walk there, and that's their first base runner of the game.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Byron Buxton. That's in there, and it's 0-1. And that's down and away. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Next to hit, Evan Carter. Slash foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 on, 1 out. Hammered on the line, base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Wilson now at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. He's in there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
2 on, 1 out. Mitch Garver up to hit here. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Trey Turner now flying to right his first time. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here is Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1. Drilled out towards left center field. Siri going back, and it's gone. Bryce Harper goes deep. Home run number 55 on the year, and they add on. It's 6-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That's it for Sean Manaea, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm.
Pitching
the Mets with a new arm on the mound, Paul Blackburn.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Just started the other game. That's crazy.
With 2 away. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Going back on this one. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 14th of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
Really impressive hitting a ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Activity in the bullpen. David Peterson, the left-hander, up and throwing. Next pitch is downstairs. And that one is inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
High in the air, out to right. Taylor moving under this one, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And that one ripped to left. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Pete Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it's even up. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now fly ball to right center. Buxton sizing it up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Max Kepler.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Byron Buxton digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Ball one there. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. He swings and fouls one off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. Phillies go down quietly. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Tyrone Taylor.
And that drops in for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
He goes down looking. And now it's going to be Jose Siri. And that misses. Ball 1. Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. And next for the Mets, Luis Torrens. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They continue to trail 7-0. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
That one's in there. 0-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Mitch Garver getting ready to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Up next for
Here's
Philadelphia,
Trey Turner.
shortstop Trey Turner.
Just missed. Garver leads off first with 1 away. And that one popped in the air, left field. Nimmo makes the catch. 2 down. Bryce Harper to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Harper.
That one outside. And that's ball 1. Fouled off to the right. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging. Phillies strand 1, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Pulls that one foul.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Kepler hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. And takes low for ball 1. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Now batting.
Juan Soto, the next to hit, grounded out his first time up. And it's fouled away. Foul ball there. That's outside. And the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. Not going their way. It's back here at the ballpark.
Leading
Let's
off
check
for
out the latest
Philadelphia,
news from
third
around the
baseman,
league.
Alec Bohm.
Blackburn back to work. That one misses, and that is ball
Counts
one.
1-0.
Well, these Phillies really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
That misses the zone, and that's
Two
ball
balls,
2.
1 strike.
Out to center. Series sizing it up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Nato comes in to take his cuts. 0 for 2 in this one. First
Ball,
pitch
that's low.
misses. Arenado, a former Gold Glove winner, 33 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. The Phils up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now one
Ball.
missed.
2-1. Hey!
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to the left, Vientos. And they get Arenado for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now batting Max Kepler. First
Ball
pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone. And there's a
2-0.
ball. Now
That's
3-0. Well struck right field. It has the distance, gone. Is 26th of the year. It's 8-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. Byron Buxton now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. That one pushed foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's
1 ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
Outside.
Ball, that's out.
And the count is even, 2-2. High fly ball, right field. Taylor makes the play, and it's out, number 3. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. The wind of the pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport
Now
today
batting,
that break
the first
like that
baseman,
thing
Pete
does. Huge
Alonso.
movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Alonso swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. In the air, foul off first. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. To the right side, and that chance handled. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down in order go the Mets, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. A.J. Minter, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Reed Foley, the right-hander, also getting loose. And the 0-1. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Weston
second
Wilson
baseman,
will hit
Weston
next.
Wilson.
Wilson having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. That
That's a
misses. 1-0. Now one
That's
missed.
ball 2.
That smash towards center. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. And here's the catcher,
batting,
Mitch
catcher,
Garver.
Mitch
1
Garver.
for 2. And that's
Ball, that's
outside.
out.
Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Going back. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that
Up
play,
next
and
for
it's a
Philadelphia,
lot easier to
shortstop,
watch from
Trey
up here
Turner.
because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Turner stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering is downstairs. Carter, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two outs. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. And that just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 left for Philadelphia. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Tyrone Taylor. And that drops in for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Fly ball center field. Buxton moves under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 away. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time up. And there's a foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Luis Torrens. Line drive. Whips it to first. That ends the frame. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Still. Sean Reed-Foley taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Way outside. 1-1. That one hammered center field. Way back there. That one is gone. Another homer. His 56th home run of the season. It's 9-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And here comes Alec Boehm. And that's outside. Swing and a foul out of play. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3 in this one. Hit in the air, center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting,
2 down.
right fielder,
So
Max
up next,
Kepler.
Max Kepler. He's already homered here in this one. And it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wastes no time there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now Byron Buxton. First pitch, not close. Kepler leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pitch misses, 2-0.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. They get the force, and that is that. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. It's now 9-0. It's Major League. Bottom of the 7th. Now up to him, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. And that one fouled off. Next offering upstairs. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
2-2 the count. Count's full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Slings to first, 2 up, 2 down. Soto in the box again. Takes a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Buxton has a beat on it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
For Philadelphia, left fielder Evan Carter.
Reed Foley back to work. That one fouled off. Reed Foley in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Out towards left center. Nimmo has it sized up. Puts it away for the out. Now here is Weston Wilson.
Weston Wilson.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Mitch Garver stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Wilson over at first with 1 away. Foul ball. One and 2 here. That one missing inside. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Lindor tossed to second, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Ready for the bottom of the
Leading
8th.
off
Here's the
for
third
Mets,
baseman, Mark
third
Vientos.
baseman, Mark Vientos.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Pretty
0-1's the
amazing,
count.
his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to
0-2
let
is
it
the count.
fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Nola into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets
in.
deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
And that's
Nope, that's
off
off the plate.
the
Ball
inside
2.
edge. And that's ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Alonso, batting with one down, takes a strike. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the
Now
punch
batting,
out. That
left
fastball on the
fielder,
pitch before was off. It was very
Brandon
competitive,
Nimmo.
and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Sets him down looking. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Trey Turner at the plate. That one
Counts
not
1-0.
close. And that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. A.J. Minter, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Young also getting ready. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's one away.
Now batting, first
So
baseman,
here
Bryce
is Bryce Harper. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the 9th. Fought off foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's
1 ball,
inside.
2 strikes. Two the count.
And there's the ball.
3-2.
That's a good
That's
at bat
outside.
right there. He
Ball
was
4.
down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now batting,
So a
third
man at
baseman, Alec
first.
Bohm.
Alec Bohm getting ready to hit. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Arenado, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Harper off of first with 2 away. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Breaking ball inside. 2-1. Just missed. So now 2 on and 2 outs. My partner known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh, my goodness.
And you're
Pitching for
taking
the New
over
York
on the
Mets.
mound for the Mets, Danny
Number
Young.
81.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
And now Max Kepler. And that is out of play. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a bouncer out to short. They take the force out, and the inning is over. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Tyrone Taylor.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
They say you win. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Siri in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The Phillies up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a ground ball. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Luis
So they're down to their final out. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Hard hit, right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant. If he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
9-0 your final in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, the commentators are right. I mean, it's like one bad pitch away from throwing a no-hitter. Completely dominant. Did a great job, and the Mets just stunk it up. Really weird what they do with their bullpen. They just pretty much subbed in a starter to fill in for most of the game. Nola did good, 10 strikeouts, dominated the lineup. Offensively, we did tremendous. I mean, Harper hit 2 bombs, Max Kepler hit a bomb, Bohm hit a bomb. So, feel good about it. Like I said, it's just kind of weird. I mean, it's like Blackburn just pitched a bunch of innings just like 2 games ago. And he had a pitch majority of this game too. So, yeah. That is what it is. So, Phillies sweep the Mets. So until next time, this is Dude B69. I'm out. Peace.